It's the time for the package from China. Let's go. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. In today's video, we are going to take a close look at the QSS Retro Arcade. So this is a mini arcade that we can pick up from a local store, the Action. And for the people who have no idea what is the Action is more like the cheap store that sells all kinds of Chinese related products. So when it comes to handhelds, arcade, mini arcades, Bluetooth speakers, you name it, they have so much cool stuff, and also tools if you need to fix something. And it's a very versatile, let's say overall it's a great store, but sometimes they have these random weird things, and this is absolutely a great example. So it comes with an LED backlit LCD panel on the inside and a ton of built-in games. However, I do wonder what will QSS Retro Arcade brings us. Is this thing any worth the money? I've paid $10 for this, so the money you're paying is absolutely ridiculous low. It came in blue, red, and I think it's also green. And it's kind of interesting to see how they just keep marketing and selling these mini arcades. I've been reviewing a lot of them from AliExpress. Of course, the AliExpress ones sometimes come with very cool 16-bit related, but also with some licensed games here. But that's something I'm not going to be expecting on this. However, you will find some of these, let's say, mini arcades have some interesting games when it comes to the, let's say, copy of licensed games. On and off switch and the speakers on the back over here. The decals, everything looks kind of nice. It is 8-bit, so we're only going to be needing a tiny joystick and AB. The D-pad underneath is just a normal D-pad, and also the buttons are just with membranes, very cheap ones. You can just feel it when touching it. However, this is going to be a blast to the past or something really horrible. Due of safety regulations, we need to remove the screw every single time. It's kind of annoying. I hate these freaking things. Oh man. Oh. Okay, let's give this thing another turn. There we go. Can we now open it up? Yep, there we go. So there was no lithium upgrade pack or whatsoever in the inside. We're just going to be needing 3 AA batteries. Yep, that is the thing that we're going to be having always with these things. I'm going to be using the A-Force from the Action. No, this video isn't sponsored whatsoever. There is a test, and it seems to be that these are like the best out there. When booting it up, yep, everything seems to be working. So let's close this thing because these batteries are used, so I needed to double check if everything was working like it should be. Okay, so let's turn it on and let's see what we're getting when it comes to the overall menu. Okay, let's see. Ooh, we do have like a custom QSS logo, 240 games, and yep, already see my F22. One of my favorite shmups to play on these things. Yeah, so when it comes to the menu, it's the same stuff that we have seen many times before. If you have seen my videos, you have maybe noticing that we did see this same collection, but also when it comes to the games itself. So the naming, Pong, Police versus Chief, and all those weird names, it makes no sense. Pizza Boy, the screen itself is not bad at all. So I'm quite surprised how good it actually is for the $10 freaking we're paying for it. Okay, so let's see what it is when it comes to the games. Pizza Boy is some weird like puzzle game, makes no sense. Metromania, Checkers, Dice, Assert, Pillar, Shot Put. You know what the hell is going on with those naming? X-Racing. And let's scroll through the list itself to give you a general idea what is on here. So far I understand and also have seen there are no double games on here. It's not like the shenanigans that we've seen with old multi-game cards. No, so far everything seems to be like it should be. Golden, random dice, boxing, space fight, balloon fight. Okay, let's see what balloon fight is later on. Because I am really curious. When seeing balloon fight, I'm thinking about the licensed NES game. Okay, so let's boot it up. Zero gravity. Okay, so let's see what this thing actually does. Oh, yep, we're starting off with already a game that is just a rip-off. And this is exactly what I meant when it comes to like rip-offs. They just completely did this thing, like a completely overhaul of the graphics, but the gameplay, the enemies, the stages is exactly the same like the original balloon fight game. So where some names can be deceiving when thinking about turtles, that you're thinking maybe it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. No, this is actually just a balloon fight game. So we have select start, but also a tiny button for resetting it, to giving this thing a reset and go back to the menu. But the gameplay itself of the games is quite good. But let's take a close look at the F22. So F22 is a great example where we don't have licensed games, but it can be a lot of fun. The shmup itself, it's kind of basic, and I mean particular when you're looking at, let's say, the gameplay. So we do have instant rapid fire, so that's great. We do have a couple of times that we can hit, and what is a little bit of an annoying thing. So we're now having double shot, so we do have upgrades. That's not annoying, I love that. But when you're getting hit, you will lose your upgrade. I've been playing through the game a couple of times, and I think you even having extra planes and all kinds of cool upgrades. However, if you're going to get hit, you will lose your power-ups. The games, and what's kind of interesting about some of these games, particularly F22, is that the stages are like super long. Well, I'm not used to this in life, so you will take like maybe a minute or 2, 3 to get through stage, and when you die, you're just seeing this menu. Yeah, it's kind of basic. Where F22 is absolutely a fun game, it is a little bit of a downside when it comes to the overall gameplay. Okay, so we just have no other exit menu or like game over, no, just continue exit. So where it comes to, let's say, the games itself, they are made very basic, and they keep releasing or re-releasing them in different, let's say, kind of mini devices, including this mini arcade. But let's go through a couple of games more to see if we can find any good ones. So we already had the balloon game, but this is Balloon Shoot, and this is one of those, let's say, homebrew games that I don't like at all. So what you're going to be doing, their balloons are basically elevating to the sky, and that's it. You're just going to be pressing a button, you can just hold it and have this rapid fire. It's absolutely garbage, and a lot of crap is on here too. Everything you go, by the way, every time you're going to be resetting, you're going to be seeing that QSS logo. It's another annoying thing. Police dog Lassie, or Lassie. You know, all that kind of weird stuff is on here too. So, you know, I don't know if they ripped it off from something, but I'm guessing you just need to remember where the thief actually put the things. And yeah, you know, the list goes on and on with crappy games. So Sky Invader, I would say like maybe Space Invader. Yeah, would it be a Space Invader clone? Let's go for it. Let's see what is Sky Invader. Oh no, but this is actually a game that I have seen before on one of most NES games that I've played as a child. So that's kind of interesting to see. It's like what kind of games they're ripping off all of the time. But to conclude this is actually a lot of fun with some of the games, and if you go to be deep diving into it, you will find even more rip-offs from original licensed games. I can remember one of those, let's say, games was Hyperloading I found, and some Bomberman clones. However, you know, if you're going to be deep diving through it, I think you can just entertain yourself with it, but this is going to be more of a fun novelty in the end, because when you're looking at this $10, is it worth it? I think it is, when you're looking at like what you're getting when it comes to the overall quality, when it comes to the display and the way how it looks. It's a fun novelty. I think this is the only thing what we're getting with it. I want to thank you all for watching. Consider subscribing. Let me know, did you pick up one of those mini arcades from AliExpress or maybe local stores? And it would be great to see you in the next video.